What's going on, everyone? It's me again. I am absolutely happy, but very exhausted, but extremely happy. Um, our daughter, Brie, Brie, was born April 12th, which was this Friday. It's a little bit of a haze the last couple days of what's been going on, and completely healthy. She came in a little bit under 6 pounds, which is still a healthy weight. I thought she'd be a little bit more. Weighed in at 5 pounds, 15 ounces, and she's already gained back her birth weight and then some. So anyway, what happened was this past Thursday, or I should say my wife, her pregnancy's been just flying through. Just she hasn't had minimal problems. Just her first trimester, no nauseousness, no swollen feet, no back problems, no sleep problems, and she was just flying through. And then finally on Thursday, I went to work, and she messaged me or called me, I can't remember, and she said that she was having a lot of like really strong cramps. She wasn't sure if there were contractions, but she was home all day and she was in so much pain. And then I came home and I said maybe you should just call the on-call doctor, OBGYN. And so she did, and that was around 4 p.m. And the doctor recommended to go to the hospital, go to labor and delivery, where we were already pre-registered at the hospital, which is 5 minutes away. It's very convenient, right down the street. She says, you might be going to labor. It might be nothing, but you might be going to labor. So we got there at Thursday night around 6 p.m. And then she gets checked, and she's only dilated 1 centimeter now. I don't know about other hospitals, other places, but over here, you need to be dilated at least 3 centimeters for them to admit you into the hospital. But she was getting these strong contractions, only at 1 centimeter. The nurse asked her to just start walking around. Maybe you can get the process a little bit facilitated and a little bit accelerated to try to get to 3 centimeters. After an hour of walking, hour and a half of walking at the hospital, still 1 centimeter. So they decided they can't keep you there, so they decided to send us back home, knowing that in a few more hours she's probably going to be dilated 3 centimeters. Kind of sucked. In the meantime, for them to be nice, they gave her some morphine because the pain was so bad for my wife. I just felt so bad. I felt so helpless, and yeah, it just sucks. But it's part of the process. They gave her some morphine that was just enough to for me to drive her home. She slept like a few hours from, I don't know, we left the hospital around 10 p.m. I think, no, we left around 9 p.m. that Thursday, and got home. She slept for a couple of hours. I didn't even sleep actually at all because I knew we were going to have to go back. I slept for like 10 minutes, and then the morphine kick, it went away. It wore off, so we went back to the hospital 1 o'clock in the morning on Friday morning, and they check her, and she's 5 centimeters dilated, which is good. She went from 1 to 5, and then from there, Friday morning, she started to try to push. She was having some problems, but in actuality, the duration of the delivery was, I shouldn't say only, but I've heard people that go many more hours. It was from like 9 a.m. to about officially 10:08 a.m. April 12th, Friday, in which our daughter Brie was born. And she said once she got the epidural, and she was going to try to go as long as possible without getting the epidural, but she finally did get the epidural. It definitely helped a lot, tremendously, but she still had to do a lot of pushing. I'm so proud of her. Like I said, it really sucked to see someone you love so much in so much pain, and you can only just be there for support, but we did that. But after that, trying to make this too long because I do got to get back to help out. I took this entire week off from work to help out with my wife, obviously, and I'll take my extended leave in July. Anyway, my daughter is completely healthy. She got sent home with us yesterday, and I'll try to, or if not, if I haven't already, post some videos or pictures within this video. But my wife got a hospital infection, and she's actually still on antibiotics, oral antibiotics. But they had to admit my wife at the hospital because she also had a fever of like 102 at that peak, 102.7, almost 103 degrees. They don't even know how it happened. And when the mom usually has an issue, usually the daughter or your baby has an issue. So my daughter also had an elevated temperature. I don't think hers was as high as 103, but I think it was like 102. So as a precaution, they decided to keep my wife for as admitted into the hospital from Friday. She got discharged yesterday for 2 days, and my daughter was admitted to the NICU, the NICU, as a precaution as well. Her, along with my wife, their white blood cell count was too high, and as a precaution, they had to bring it down. So I've been living at the hospital the last few days, very busy. I mean, even in the hospital room, just a lot of nurses come in, do a lot of lab work with my wife, and the service was great. So it's been a long few days. And then yesterday was the first day that we brought her home, and I was so excited, and she was so calm. But the moment, like, you're by yourself, and I have some subscribers out there that have kids already. You guys know that feeling where there's no nurses, there's no one else there to help. It's just you and the kid. It was me and my wife and my daughter. And she was having a crying, I don't call it a rage, but it was a rough night last night. It's a little bit better today. And being kind of a perfectionist, I kind of want a problem solver. I want to solve things immediately. I was getting very frustrated because you feed her, and then you burp her, and then she starts just crying, and she was just trying different things. And then we swaddled her, and we come to find out my wife was very observant that maybe she was still a little bit cold, so we added a small layer. We don't want to overheat her, but we don't want to underheat her. And when babies can't talk, all they do is cry, so you don't know, so you have to try some different methods to find out what works. But we seem to be in a better rhythm right now, or my daughter is in a better rhythm, and still waking up every few hours. But just the unpredictability can get a little perplexing. We do have to see, as a standard protocol, see a pediatrician tomorrow just to check up. You want to make sure her birth weight is up. They're going to check some other things. But outside of that, it's just being able to have her and to hold her. And I had her on my chest yesterday. It's just probably one of the best feelings ever. I'll never regret it, or no regrets. And it's unbelievable. People say that the amount of love that you have for another human being, you can't really describe it until it happens. So, and I can feel it now. So excited. I'm going on adrenaline. I'm tired as heck. I gotta hurry. I gotta help out my wife. She's the real trooper. She kicked ass during the delivery. I'm so proud of her. So happy with having our daughter and starting a beautiful family. And the videos, I'll try to see what I can do. It's just I've missed 2 workouts, but right now it's my priorities have definitely shifted, but I still have a lot of good content coming. That's it. So thanks again for all your support. I'll take any suggestions about any suggestions are welcome regarding child rearing, especially for newborns and sleep patterns and whatnot. I'm trying all sorts of things, and that's it. Thanks so much for all your support. I'm a dad finally, and it feels great. Bye.